Hey gang, it's Tim. Welcome to Focus Friday. So today I want to talk about sort of a confusing set of terms that people think mean the same things, but they don't. So when I talk to agency owners and entrepreneurs, they often say, like, we're really focused on growth. We want to grow. And what they're really saying is, I want more money, because they think that revenue and growth are actually the same. And so here's the deal. They're not. So revenue revenue is like an output. Revenue is the result of all your processes and your values and all that sort of stuff. And revenue is the output. And also there are all kinds of revenue. There's monthly recurring revenue, there's project revenue, there's product revenue, there's pass-through revenue, there's there's low margin revenue, there's high margin revenue, there's all kinds of revenue, and they're not the same. So revenue is actually kind of a variable thing. For agencies, mostly monthly recurring revenue is something that's really good and solid and helpful for them. Whereas, for a car, for a company that's trying to sell a car, like monthly recurring revenue doesn't really matter. They want to make the big sale, right? And so you need to know that, like not all revenue is the same. And revenue, by the way, isn't growth, because growth actually is a journey towards improvement. So growth, when you've refined your process and you have, sharpened up your team skills and you have focused in on the things that you are best at, what actually happens is that, in the case of most companies, you are increasing your capacity because you're more efficient. So the same number of people and the same expense can do more stuff, and you're increasing your quality. And so that you are actually able to do better stuff with the same team. And so that expansion of quality and capacity allows you to do things like serve more clients or generate enough experience to be able to serve bigger clients, or to add a separate, a separate offering. And so growth is actually the thing that drives revenue. And so they're not the same. So money actually is a transitory element. Money is only good if you can spend it, right? Even when you're trying to add stability and you're putting money in your bank account, the reason why you're putting money in your bank account is so someday you can sell it, because money is a transitory asset. Growth, on the other hand, is a permanent asset. So when you grow from a small team that can only do three things well to a bigger team that can do five things well, or the same team that can do five things really well, that's growth. And so the output of growth is increasing revenue. But revenue is not growth, because you can actually become a much better team and you can perform at a much higher level without increasing your revenue one bit. As a matter of fact, if you get super efficient, you can actually decrease your costs as you grow in your capability and your focus and in your process. You can actually work less and make more profit from the same revenue. So growth comes in lots of different shapes and sizes. It can be increased capacity. It can be increased ability. It can be the opportunity to chase more aspirational clients. Revenue, even though it comes in a lot of shapes, it all boils down to money and profit. And profit and revenue are not growth, because growth is permanent and the acquisition of money becomes a transitory asset that only brings you real benefit when you send it away. Growth is permanent, revenue is transient, and that's Focus Friday. Have a great weekend.